Hey everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting a new sketchbook. I'm not the best when it comes to keeping up with my sketchbooks. The one that I just finished took me about 2 years to finally fill up, just because I wasn't pushing myself to draw in it constantly since I was focusing more on digital art during that time. So hopefully I can finish this sketchbook in about a year or less if things go really well. As for the sketchbook that I'm using, I'm not gonna say the name. I'll just show a picture of it because I don't want to butcher the pronunciation. I'm intentionally not drawing on the first page of the sketchbook because I'm leaving that to be the last page to draw on, so I can see the improvement from my first and last drawing in the sketchbook. So yeah, even though it's the first page, it's actually the last. And as you might have noticed, I already put something on the next page, and that's because I get so freaked out when it comes to trying to draw the first thing in a sketchbook. So I decided to just stamp some stamps that I'd made to just get the first thing in the sketchbook done and over with. And to make the stamps, I used this speedball lino cutter. It's got several different tips that you can use, so a nifty little tool for making your own stamps. If that's not something that you have, you could use an X-Acto knife. It's just a bit more of a tedious process to make stamps that way. As you may have noticed in the video's title, I'm going to be doing something I'm calling an ABC sketchbook. So basically, I'll have one page of drawings and doodles dedicated to each letter of the alphabet, and this first page is for the letter A. So everything that I'm drawing on this page will start with the letter A. I'm not going to be doing this on every page of the sketchbook. These pages will just be scattered throughout, but there's going to be 26 pages total since there's, 26 letters in the alphabet. The whole point of me doing this is to get me to draw things that I typically wouldn't draw. I mostly just draw people, but I want to get better at drawing things other than just people. So I'm gonna try to draw plants, animals, food, and other random objects on these ABC pages. It's gonna hopefully help push me out of my comfort zone when it comes to drawing. And if this is something that you all want to do in your sketchbooks, I'd love to see what you guys make as well. Just tag me on Instagram at Lil Mango Sketches so I can see them. And not gonna lie, when it came to coloring all of these little sketches, it was such a struggle. I'm not really used to using colored pencils since I've just mostly done digital work in the past few years. I'm not sure how to blend with colored pencils super nicely yet, but hey, that's why this is a sketchbook. Not everything has to be a perfectly finished piece. Talking about colored pencils, I love seeing other artists' work where they paint something with gouache or watercolor and then go over it in colored pencils for the finer details. Like, oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful, and that's something I want to try and get better at while working in the sketchbook. I tried to do that with the speed paint in my first video. It turned out pretty decent for a sort of first attempt. I think it's an amazing combination of media, and the texture that it creates just so cozy, and I love that. Okay, I feel like I should probably start talking about the things that I'm drawing now. So the first thing I drew, it's clearly an apple. I've been seeing a lot of videos lately of people drawing very fun, stylized, and blocky fruits and vegetables. When I was coloring in the apple, that's sort of what I was going for. Doesn't quite look like that. It's more sketchy if anything, but I'll give myself some grace. The animal I drew is supposed to be an anteater. I'm not sure if you can really tell. Anteaters are actually my favorite animal. I don't have a crazy specific reason behind why. I just went to the zoo one day with my family about 6 or so years ago. I saw the anteaters and just kind of fell in love with them. I think they're really adorable. I didn't like how I drew the hand of it though, so that's why I covered it up with a piece of paper. Not quite sure how to do animal anatomy. Kind of really struggle when it comes to drawing animals. Can't even draw a great dog or cat. It's a struggle. And then the plant that I drew is an aloe vera plant. Whenever I do draw plants, it's really calming for me. Something about it brings me peace. I especially love to draw succulents. I just think nature is such a beautiful thing to be able to capture and draw. And before I even started drawing anything on this page, I had a list of things that started with that letter A that I knew I was going to draw, and the alarm clock was one of those things. When I initially thought of the alarm clock I was going to draw, I thought I was going to do one of those circle alarm clocks, but I ended up going with the digital one just because perspective is a bit easier with a rectangle than it is a circle in my opinion. So just to start off, kind of like something easier to to draw. And then I didn't color it in because it already had like that colored piece of paper behind it, so I didn't think it really needed any coloring. I don't know why I didn't think of this in the first place, but I ended up adding an ace underneath the letter A. It sort of makes the page look like an ace card. As I was drawing this, I was thinking, oh man, if only I thought of this to begin with, I could have tried to make the page a little bit more card theme, but you know, it's alright. And then in this corner, I was drawing an avocado. Love avocados. Whenever I can, I'll make myself some avocado toast for breakfast. But something that I did notice while drawing the avocado in specific was that I wasn't paying too much attention to the light sources through most of these sketches, actually. I was so focused on trying to figure out what colors look best with each other that I kind of totally forgot about the light sources. I tried to go over some parts in white, thinking that that would make it lighter. Nope, it didn't quite work. And then that last little thing I drew was a little alien head. Didn't color him in because I think he looks cute just as he is. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post next. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, please share them below in the comments. Have a wonderful day and see you in the next video.